Welcome to the Redvee TV Instant Reaction, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2025 season. Following Saints' 16 points to 14 victory over the Leeds Rhinos at Headingley here this evening.
Roundabout here this evening. Roundabout here this evening it was. Just round here.
The life support is switched on for another week.
It beeps longer. I tell you what, for two miserable gits like us, two people who've been told off for being negative, we're doing this with a smile on our face. We're not going to look past the fact that, the first 80 minutes there were times when that was absolutely dreadful. But what a way to win a game. That is why you keep coming back to sport. That is why you support your team, even if you're not happy with them, even if you kind of just are getting bored of watching them. They just drag you back in and you love it again, don't you?
If the club want to make any announcements,
do it now.
Do it now. If you want to announce Wello's got a new deal, you put it out there with him showing that emotion at the end, which has very rarely been seen from him as a coach. You show him running across the pitch, celebrating. You put it out now because it might not get any better this season. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that might be the highlight of our year.
And
Absolutely.
let's be honest, you know what? At least there has been a highlight.
Yeah, yeah, there has. To win in that fashion where you're playing the type of rugby that Saints fans want to see, the off-the-cuff stuff. Yeah, you don't want to see it coming down to the last minute every week.
But the off-the-cuff, if we win,
yeah. But to show that we can actually play a little bit of attacking rugby and play what's in front of you and take risks, all summed up by doing it after the hooter in a game that we hadn't led in until Shane Wright crashed over.
I wonder, is that the first time, not only in playoff history, in Super League history, has a team won a game after not leading once in the 80 minutes?
No, we've done it against Warrington. Danny Richardson kicked a penalty from halfway, I think it was, so we've done it. We've done it, definitely.
Good
Other teams might have done.
Good effort. Right, we'll start with... Should we go back and do the negative stuff first? You can't... If it's a match...
We'll build up, yeah.
If it's a match reaction. Yeah. So, the team he's picked.
Yeah.
The 17. Now, ultimately, Paul Wellens will sit there now and say he got it right.
Yeah.
Shane Wright. Did he play today?
We're going back to Lee, are we?
Did he play? I never noticed
it. It was all right on the night, wasn't it?
All righty then. Right. Okay. Yeah. So we played, but we've gone with one prop on the bench. He's dropped Noah, arguably Saints' best prop last week. Arguably Saints' current third best prop.
Okay.
Arguably, although Delaney's gone really well tonight.
Delaney.
But he left him out. We've gone one prop on the bench, which looked a bad decision. If you look at anybody who's looking in hindsight, go back and look at when Saints announced the team and look at all of the comments.
Yeah.
Why is Noah not there?
Yeah.
That is compounded even more when Matty Lees departs the field 5 minutes before half-time because his wife's gone into labour. And listen, Matty Lees has done what any husband, partner should do in that situation and put your family first.
Yeah.
The club have done the right thing at that point in time by saying, go and be with your wife, partner. I don't know his marital situation, but go and be with your partner because it is more important than sport.
It is, yeah.
But if that was a possibility coming into the game, it makes the decision to go with only one prop on the bench even worse.
Yeah, it's one that you can definitely question because, yeah, you get the versatility of Shane Wright being able to do a stint in the middle. You get James Bell coming on and you can move Morgan Knowles into prop. But you're almost hamstringing yourself straight away, aren't you? And it does make it a strange one. You're right that Wello can look back and go, well, ultimately we've got the win. So the 17 that took to the field is the right 17.
I will hold my hand up at half time and put comedy club.
Yep.
It's just at that time it looks farcical for us to be in that situation at that point in the game at 12-6 down. And to be fair, you don't think there's a way back for Saints.
Well, it didn't look like it. I mean, if we go into the nitty-gritty of the game, in the second half, we were struggling to get any ball in Leeds half and any good ball in Leeds half. And once you start doing that and giving penalties away that Leeds can then extend the score, you're right that we've no one really that can bend the line like Alex Walmsley does for us and has done for us for the past 10, 12, however many years. And you think that we need that little bit more from the bench. As you say, with Matty, and Matty's done the right thing, absolutely, for me, wholeheartedly, family's more important than rugby league. And family's more important than your job. I know we're all tied into it because of our emotional attachment to the club, but it's the right thing to do to go.
And listen, it was the right thing when we tweeted at half time, but it almost feels like we've got away with it. Because I tell you what, if we hadn't have gone over at the end there, this would have been rip-roaring in terms of everything else. I thought, listen, let's not shake it off. The defence is excellent. Yeah. And I think I said to you at the start of the second half, let's not have the ball. Let's just give them the ball for 20 consecutive sets, rope-a-dope. Just defend it and then score right at the end. And we did.
We did. I don't think the defence is ever in doubt. I don't think...
Eamon O'Carroll has done a fantastic job with the defence this year.
Yeah. And the effort that's always there from the lads, and I will never ever doubt the effort. You can doubt application and whether they can do the jobs that are asked. Are they listening to the coach? Are they giving the right instructions? You can question that all day long. But the effort that they put in defence is unbelievable. In attack, didn't click, sticky, clunky, call it what you will, any adjective you want. It just doesn't look good. It looks like players are overrunning. So, like Jack Welsby sometimes needs to release the ball to Tristan Saylor a bit earlier, because I know Tristan's got a lot of grief on social media. I don't think he was necessarily as bad as that.
Well, he's made up for it at the end.
He's made up for it at the end.
I think we'll have to have a 5-minute section on the last bit.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought Moses was awful tonight.
Moses was awful. But going back to your halves, they've got to find a way. Them three have got to find a way of playing together within the next week, because going to Hull KR is going to be a completely different proposition to coming here. And if they can't get that timing right, and we've got another clunky attack, I don't expect us to be able to score the 18 points we've managed to get over here. 16 points, sorry, that we've managed to get over here, and it be enough against Hull KR, because I think they've got gears that they can go through. I know they're not playing well at the moment, but I think that they've got gears and they've got a way of winning.
When we discussed Saints Leeds after Magic Weekend, we said neither of these two sides would be trouble in the grand final.
Yep, half right so far.
We're half right. We're half right so far. Leeds, we told you were rubbish. And do you know what? A half decent Leeds team
puts us to the sword, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think once again that's symptomatic, probably, of the 6-0 here, where they just couldn't keep hold of the ball long enough to score a try. And even at our place where they weren't great, and we managed the game out. I don't think we've seen the best of Leeds in any of those three games I've mentioned at all. And as you say, probably with another bit of experience there to calm them down. I mean, obviously you go for players like Kevin Sinfield or Danny Maguire to calm them down. They get over the line, don't they? And they've just kind of got it wrong tonight, I think.
I also think we got a little bit lucky with some of the decisions. Now, obviously, John Bennison's try in the second half, the angles that were shown on the video, the first angle looks like the first contact of the ball is on the line from that angle. Then there's another angle where it looks like he puts it down, he bobbles it. And then I believe there's an angle that Sky TV show, which Barry McDermott's gone bonkers at, that shows that he was short. I'm glad they hid that one to this evening.
But isn't this...
Is that not all available angles?
Isn't this symptomatic of what happens when they ask for all the angles and then all of a sudden Sky have a magic one that shows something completely different? Why aren't the video refs given every bit of ammunition they can to give the proper decision?
If that goes up as no try as well, it probably doesn't get overturned.
It went up as no try.
Oh, did? Oh, yeah.
It went up as no try.
It's a shame right moment.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. We got away with one there. And I also think we were very, very lucky with 12 minutes on the clock that Curtis Sirenen stayed on the field, because I believe Jack Smith, from what we could see, has said he didn't punch him, he pushed his head. He has pushed his head, but into the ground.
I kind of expect to see that one on Monday on the disciplinary minutes, something of him being charged there. Again, we're watching it from a distance away, trying to see it on a big screen again and again. It didn't look good.
And if he goes over that point in time, 8 points down, down to 12, game has gone.
Yes, and I think that we were both completely honest by saying we think that is at least a yellow there. It's pretty much similar to when we said about George Delaney possibly being sent off against Wakefield. You've got to call what you see.
Kyle Felt missed out this evening due to injury in training. Captain's run, apparently back spasms is why he's missed out. So John Bennison kept his place in the team this week. And to be fair to the lad, he's gone pretty well. I think the one where he goes wide and just gets shoved out probably shows you why he's probably never going to be the top level winger, because the top level winger scores that. But later on, right at the end, he gets the ball and he learns his lesson and he comes back inside, which, listen, he's an able deputy. Fair play to that, and that could, if Kyle Felt does recover from injury, could be his last game in a Saints jersey.
It could be, and what a
way to finish.
What a way to finish it. But him going on the outside, he's trying to play what's in front of him, and fair play to him for going for it. And if he thinks, you know what, I've got an outside chance of trying to get the ball down, Tommy Makinson-esque in the corner, he's gone for it, and I'm not going to knock.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. All I'm pointing out is that's probably why he's never that top level.
It's that 5% difference.
Owen Dagnall would score that.
Yeah.
Kyle Phelps would probably score that. So, Leeds give us a chance. Bennison gets over the live one. It's 14-12. They give a silly penalty away on the hooter. The self-standers celebrating that. They're on the way to Old Trafford. And I think, I'll just get my phone out and record this one, because what a minute to record. That is wide to west for the Gen Z generation.
Yeah, wide to right. Unbelievable. You hold your hands up. When we've been playing kind of the 5 drives and a kick rugby, and then you see that when we're playing on the bones of our backsides and we're just doing what we need to get our noses in front, and we've got it within us, and you see that passion and you see that enthusiasm and you see what it means to the players, what it means to the coaching staff. What a tremendous moment. What an absolutely tremendous moment. It does go down in folklore, and it's great to see one with us involved in it, having the last minute try again. We've had loads over the years. And take a bow. I thought he looked quite jaded tonight, because he's probably played more games than you expect him to, but Harry Robertson jinking into the corner, trying to keep the ball alive, gives it to Tristan Saylor. They're much maligned, as I say, tonight. I don't necessarily think he's been as bad as people say. I think that's a combination of the half-back partnership and him.
What a ball.
That pass, I know it could go to a Leeds hand, but it doesn't. And all of a sudden, you've got like a 5-on-2 overlap.
And the minute that ball gets to the middle, it's 5-on-2. You know you've won it. It's just who's going to get over.
It's don't drop it. Don't drop it.
I think the best part was it didn't even need a video call.
No,
it just went straight up. That is probably Saints' greatest try since Wide to West, and it makes an even bigger mockery that they've already given the Try of the Season award out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Daggers, you've got to give it back to Shane Wright, who's been here 10 minutes.
We call that, didn't we?
Yeah,
we said, why have they done that?
Yeah. But, you know what, it's one
I've
of
never
those...
seen the air go out of a stand.
It's magnificent, wasn't it, though? It was magnificent. And seeing our lot bounce on that dilapidated, decrepit old stand they've got right down the far end here. You know what? Enjoy yourselves, Saints fans. Enjoy yourselves tonight.
But make sure you're up early for your tickets in the morning.
Yeah, make sure you're up early for your tickets in the morning. Really, just, you know what? Go to town.
it's almost like, personally, I believe the Saints fans who travelled over here tonight
should get first dibs.
Members who travelled here tonight should have first dibs.
Yeah.
Because, fair play, they believed to part with the cash to get over here.
Yeah, they believed. Well, I think my prediction was actually pain. And did I say?
Listen, do I think we'll get chonked at Hull KR next week? Yes. Do I hope I'm stood here again doing one of these videos
where we've won the game,
and I'm looking like an idiot? Then do I hope we go to Old Trafford and then we stand here after winning the grand final just laughing, going, let's just wipe the last 6 months worth of videos? Actually, do you know what? I'll leave it up because do you know what? That's how you felt at the time in the moment, and I think that's how the majority of the fan base felt. I will shout out Jack Leavesley on the WhatsApp groups who was posting, watching at home, that he believed and Saints were still in this game, and he got mocked and laughed at. And I think you wrote at the end, give Jack the crown.
I didn't write that, but somebody did. Somebody did.
Shane Wright.
Yeah. Yeah. And
if Shane Wright never plays another game in Saints history, 30 years' time, there's going to be people on YouTube watching that try.
Yeah. As I say, there's people who have kept the faith right at the end. We won't get away from the fact that a lot of that game, we struggled to get out of our own half. Some of the stuff that was being produced wasn't great going forward. It was clunky. It was tacky. It just didn't work. But we come away with the win. And I'm made up. I'm made up for the club. I'm made up for all the fans. I'm made up for the coaching staff.
I'm made up for Paul Wellens.
Yeah. I've said this all along. I want Paul Wellens to succeed.
I do.
I absolutely want him to succeed.
It doesn't mean I won't... Listen, constructive criticism. I don't agree with a lot of the decisions he's made this year in terms of team selection. Listen, I thought there was about 3 players in the second half. Wellesby, I think maybe Sirenen at one point, are going down with cramp. Is that because we worked so hard in this game, or is that because we flogged them the legs all year?
That when we didn't need to, yeah.
Is going with only 3 props this evening putting us out now? The lights are going out. Is that going to affect us next week? Do you need to potentially look at, right, next week we need to bring Noah in? Well, I don't think he will. I think he'll keep the same team again.
Well, Matty Lees has only done about half an hour, 35 minutes, so...
Whatever you do, hide the paternity leave forms.
Yes. No, he can have paternity leave during the week, he just can't have it on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. And his missus will have to do the feeds.
Yeah.
I hope we're doing another 2 instant fan reactions looking incredibly foolish.
You say foolish.
I probably look foolish all year, so...
Yeah. No, because we're giving our opinions after games, and if people don't agree with them, that's fine. But they've got to know that they're our opinions. I hope we're doing another 2. As I say,
I want doing another 1.
I want Wello to do well, but we've not seen enough from the team. Some of the decisions we can question. You could easily say, well, still, is he the right man to lead us forward? Absolutely fair question. Absolutely fair question. And I still haven't changed my mind from a last-minute winner. Brilliant. Still haven't necessarily changed my mind on it though. But let's live in the moment. Let's enjoy tonight, and let's take ourselves away from those thoughts, and let's be all as positive as Bill Bates.
Oh, well done, Bill. You're another one who's told us off. You believe that Saints could come here tonight and win. There wasn't many. Listen, there probably isn't many who've come and stood on that away end expecting us to win this evening. But fair play to them. They've come and stood in that terrible, decrepit stand in this freestand stadium and witnessed the Saints win. And I'm just keeping this going now because I want it to last exactly 20 minutes. So talk on, Kevin.
No, what a night.
Alex Walmsley, listen, with Matty Lees going, had to do a big stint.
Yep.
Did really well.
George Delaney, who we've mentioned as well. I thought George was probably one of his best that he's been this season. Brought energy. He's both in attack and defence. I think our forward pack, Curtis Sirren, he ran a good line, and in the second half, and he found Shane Wright on his shoulder where he probably wanted Tristan Saylor or Jack Wellesby or Dion Cross.
He made a couple of decent breaks.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to end it there, Kevin, because we are right up to 20 minutes. So, Saints fans, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And remember, never, ever right off. Get that, the Saints.